so much. Like that Jerotise is a very, very rich.
All right, okay.
I wanted to differ on Ombachi. I think ni vizuri we bring them on board, some of them, like Ombachi. I don't know, but I just feel like nipo akwe.
You know, sometimes you need people who are honest, who don't really kiss ass. I find Ombachi to be one of those guys. And apparently he doesn't like me at all. He doesn't like me at all. He's made that very clear, but I would still have him in that group of people.
What about Roslyn Akombe?
Who is that?
Roslyn Akombe is a former IBC commissioner. She flew out of the country. She resigned. And
oh, yes. I like her. I like that one.
And I see that lady also commenting on our demos a lot.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Kwa inbox tukimaliza hii story.
Now I'm not verified. Oh, you okay. Now small wigs, you have a lot of problems. You try to inbox somebody. You big wigs. We try to inbox you, and we are like.
Small wigs have problems, but small. These all.
Then anapea mtu kama Alai aongee. Kwani what is it that Alai wants to say? Yenye. Like Alai wants to say something kwa space, a rare occasion ya president, na Alai mwenyewe anajuana na president. It was a bad thing. It looks like a mainstream thing where you get a space as counties, yeah, and it becomes so rich. So I'll do that. I'll make you a link. My inbox is full. Someone is saying we add Americs. What do you think?
Oh yes, Americs should. Americs iko sawa.
Na wale lawyers for Willis, is it Peter Ndegwa or something and Willis? At least
no. No,
yeah?
Please, he not be anywhere near governance in Kenya. He was kissing us in the Uhuru government, the handshake brothers. These other one, this Piki Pongi even represented. No, Piki Pongi is so corrupted. I don't believe in him. Even whenever he talks, I don't see honesty in him. Piki Pongi, I don't see that. In Ndegwa, I had him on American Space, and he doesn't seem to really give me that punch. You compare him even with Steve Ogola and you see a world of a difference. Steve Ogola is also a lawyer, a world of a difference. Zero. I doubt that one will not make a good one. Let's just stick to Americs. Let's stick to Hanifa. Let's stick to those people we have mentioned. I'm just making a list. You see, the point is, let us avoid those guys who have been part of the establishment. Some people are talking about, you find this Willis was a deputy president of Jimmy Wanjigi. People have discussed Jimmy Wanjigi. When you discuss him, you'd realize Jimmy Wanjigi is a dealer. He was doing business with the Uhuru government, which messed us up. When Jacob Juma was talking about Eurobond, you discover part of the scheme, walikosana na Uhuru akajam kwa Raila. So Jimmy Wanjigi, I've never believed he can change anything. He's a friend of all these guys we are saying no. Yeah, and that's why Willis is a big no for me.
Who was mentioning Jimmy Wanjigi? Nimesikia jina hiyo Jimmy Wanjigi. I was going to get a glass of water. Did I hear Jimmy Wanjigi? Duke, are you there?
Yes, I'm there, Mr. Kibe. So someone was mentioning Jimmy Wanjigi because of Willis Otieno, the Pikipongi guy. Guys were proposing, Ombogo was proposing. So I felt like this guy also has a party, is partisan, he has a side. He's on the Jimmy Wanjigi side, which is also part of the political establishment. So that's why he said this Pikipongi doesn't going to be in that league, our list.
Okay. So,
All right. Midi Joe, do you have anything you want to say to this topic before we close this up? And Lincoln Howie.
Yes, Kibe, good afternoon.
What's up?
From the list, I think we can add people like Eric Omondi, if it's possible. Let us also have religious leaders. Let us know their opinions. Si ati time tunaongea pia iko ni kama church pia imekuwa kando. I think pia inaweza okolea. Mine is not much, nimejoin.
Wait. There's this guy from River of God Church. You know that guy? What's his name?
I'm not sure of the name, but I was just giving a suggestion. Pia kuko na religious leaders. Hata ikiwezekana ma-artist. Mse kama Juliani hivi.
Okay. I'm seeing how you're going. So the religious leader I would want would be that guy called Pastor Who. The guy, there's a church in Parklands. What's his name? Pastor Kiama? Yes, Pastor Kiama. And now we need a Muslim. You know that guy, Pastor Kiama?
No, I don't know them. Mimi ni mtu Kisumu bana.
Alafu tutafute Muislamu hapo, tutafute Muhindi pia. Msomali.
I think it's Tony Kiama.
Tony Kiama, yes, Tony Kiama. Tony Kiama is he's a very straight guy, very straight up guy. I've met him once. Yeah, the more the merrier, because this group has to be a group of people who are of one mind. The more the merrier. If you guys think of other names, just throw them up. I will invite them. And these are the people who are going to talk tonight, not just random people. We are selecting the people who are going to talk tonight. These are the people who are going to be the ones who give direction. These are the people who have presented themselves already. And Gen Z, I want you to understand this. Why I'm doing this is it's a big deal. Because these people have already presented themselves. They have said, hey, I am that person. So if you leave them out there in the cold, then what's going to happen is they're going to be either taken over by the other side or destroyed by the other side. Because ukiwa peke yako kuchotewa do mtu ni do ngapi mimi naweza chotewa? Si do mob. Maybe 15, 20, 100 million. It's not a lot. I've tried to make it sound like it's not a lot. But when there's a movement behind, you think about what that movement can do to you. See, because you know whatever it is that you're being offered, you can get for yourself, as long as you get that seat on the table, or those seats on the table. Duke of Kericho, go ahead. Hey, ongea sana leo mno. Duke, niwe ngoja bro. Unmute your mic.
So I'm waiting for one. I have one point. See at naongea mingi ya Kibe. Now, this thing, these are people who have presented themselves. That is nice, okay? But then again, I discovered Gen Zs also. People have different things. Kumbe in Gen Zs, we have engineers, we have nurses, we have doctors, again, who are Gen Zs. They have their issues. Now, moving forward, I think these things all should be broken down so that we don't just fight a blind war. We should know this is what the civil society needs. This is what the teachers need. These are the doctors. These are the engineers. These are the nurses, like that. So I should get the mic at that time. You, Kibe, you know me. I'm a village-grown teacher. I should speak for the teachers, especially those who are not employed by government. That's...
And let me tell you, this is called a coalition of the willing. When I came into the country, and we did the stand-up shows around the country, I was calling that coalition the coalition of the damned. You know, the ones who've been neglected by mainstream. Yeah, so this is a coalition of the willing. The people who are willing to jump into this, just jump in. We shall start it at 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. Just jump in. Let's have good conversations. The people who are selected are the ones who are going to talk. So the rest, I mean, it's not a thing. So don't make it a big deal. Kibet Boniface, say something before we move along.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. The silence. So you see, Kibe, one thing about the Gen Z, I don't know if they will accept responsibilities. Because for you to accept responsibility, you have to acknowledge your mistakes, your past mistakes. But all I'm hearing is just pointing fingers at politicians, pointing fingers at this person. But I've never had people, even the millennials as us. I see it everywhere. People love to point fingers. But for you to change, like you, I've been following you for quite a while. You usually tell us your mistakes. I hope it can be fruitful, but I don't see that element in this movement. Yeah, that is my submission.
All right. Thank you, Kibet. Kibet says he doesn't see the element of taking responsibility. So the thing about taking responsibility means that both the reward and the punishment come to you. Yeah, into the discipline. So don't worry about them. It will happen when they're called upon to do it. They will do it. For now, let the people who have the strength do what they have to do. Because always force mtu akuwe ready saa hii mission imetokea, lakini mwenye ako na DL ni huyu ndio ako na DL. So it doesn't matter what we think, huyu ndio anafaa to drive saa hii. Kibet, go ahead.
Okay. And you see, you have to learn from history. One of the best revolution to ever happen was the formation of the United States of America, and it was from tax revolt. But the best thing is, you could, like the first president George Washington alikuwa anachukua mpaka wakulima wanashika bunduki wana fight the British. The people who signed the Declaration of Independence, the 56, everybody had, like, kulikuwa na hiyo kitu kila mtu anajua ni hii, and they are going after it, and they're willing to pay the price. Those guys who signed the declaration lost their family, lost their businesses, lost everything, but they are willing to pay for it. I hope this honest conversation goes forward. But they have to learn from it. They have to learn from history. It cannot be this thing of we are leaderless, that thing. I hope
TikTok kama
strategy tuweke down venye umesema, venye hizo names zinaandikwa, tuandike hizo names, tuandike tunataka ku address to the nation, kwa wanatanio wanaweza kuwa wanaenda in circles. Can I read the names?
Read the names as we wait for Makodero to come back. Anyone who's listening right now, ngoja. Everyone who's listening, I want you to give me 100 or a thumbs down depending on how you feel about the name. All right, good. Let's go. Makodero, mute your mic. Mute your mic. We are on Duke right now. Duke is the one who's entertaining us. Duke, go ahead. You said the list is ready.
Francis Gaido, Eric Omondi, Roslyn Akombe, Kimuzi, Amerix, Dismas Mokwa, Hanifa Farsafi, Duke of Kericho, Boniface Mwangi. Yeah, that's the final. Mwamusho ni Boniface Mwangi.
Sijasikia Khalif. Khalif yuko wapi?
Yeah, Khalif Cairo is there. Khalif Cairo.
That guy. We also said we're going to add the cook. Let's add the cook there. Ombachi there. It's better. Go ahead.
Yeah, nilikuwa nataka kuwapropozia wengine wa TikTok. Kuna Githaiga, kuna huyu anaitwa